My brother has been living in the closet for 3 months. I'm scared. I am extremely paranoid. Every little sound in the house sets me on edge. Every creak, every whisper of the wind, I flinch. He doesn't answer calls. He doesn't come out for meals. He doesn't leave the closet. He chose this himself, and I didn't know what to do at first. I thought it was just a phase. He said he needed to be safe. He said the walls understood him. It started after a fight with our parents. He had been feeling invisible, ignored. He wanted attention in the only way he could get it. But he was also terrified of it. He spent hours in his room at first, then days. Then one night he just disappeared into the closet. He told me later that he felt like if he left the closet, the world would swallow him. That he would vanish into something he could never come back from. The food was the first thing I noticed. He was careful, quiet, meticulous. He didn't just eat from the pantry, he stocked it. He carried cans of beans, rice, boxes of pasta, frozen meals, snacks, little bottles of juice. He arranged them inside the closet like he was preparing for war. Every night he would drag a bag or two in silently. I think he thought it was a game, that if anyone saw him it would ruin the magic. He even had small bottles of water lined up along the corner of the floor. He counted them and stacked them, so he wouldn't have to leave. The closet became his world. He had a blanket folded into a small bed, a pillow pressed into one corner, a tiny lamp buzzing softly. He had a notebook full of writing pages crammed with words, drawings, little maps. He whispered to it like it was alive. He told me once the closet was listening. The walls were listening, and they could protect him from everything else in the house. He pressed his hands against the walls, tracing the cracks, counting the splinters, whispering that the bugs were friends, that they would save him if the world came for him. At first it was subtle. The smell, damp and sour, creeping under the door. The scratching noises faint under the clothes. I tried to ignore it, but then it got worse. A soft crawling sound at night. Sometimes he laughed softly into the dark, saying that the bugs were talking to him, that they were the only ones who cared. He would press his hands against his skin sometimes, muttering that he could feel them moving inside. He smiled when he said it, like it was comforting. Weeks went by. I stopped leaving the door open. I was afraid of what I would see. I left food at the door sometimes and he would drag it in silently. I could hear him whispering late at night, sometimes laughing, sometimes screaming at the shadows. Sometimes I swear I could hear scratching on his skin. He slept curled up on the blanket, his hands covered in tiny cuts. I think he scratched himself without realizing. Sometimes he would wake up in the middle of the night, rocking back and forth, whispering about the walls, breathing about the bugs, protecting him. He refused to talk to anyone. He refused to come out. He refused food except what he brought in himself. 3 months went by. I knew I had to check, but I was terrified. The closet door looked normal, but I could feel it was different. Like it was holding something inside. Like it had grown stronger with time. I tried to open it one night, and it wouldn't budge. I knocked. I called his name. He shouted something about being trapped, something about the world watching. I realized I had no choice. I had to force it. I shoved the door. It swung open and I almost vomited. The smell hit me first. Rotten, damp, sweet with decay. His skin was gray, pale and patchy. Maggots crawling along his arms, his face, his hair sticking to open sores. His eyes wild, unfocused. Teeth chattering as he whispered about the shadows attacking and the bugs protecting him. He lunged back when I reached for him, screaming, clawing as if I was an intruder. I called our parents and the ambulance. They sedated him on the spot. He screamed and shouted about the closet, never letting him go. About the bugs keeping him safe. The paramedics said he had severe infections, malnutrition, dehydration, and his skin was crawling with insects. They removed the maggots, slowly cleaned the wounds. He screamed the whole time but survived. The hospital was a quiet world, except for his murmurs. He whispered sometimes about closets and bugs, as if they had never left him. He healed slowly, physically. The wounds closed, the infection cleared. But the memory of the closet stayed in his eyes. His hands still tremble when he sees a dark corner. He is alive now, back in the world, but I can still hear him whisper late at night. I swear he talks to the dark, like the closet never really let him go. Even now he keeps a small lamp on in his room. He doesn't go near the closet. He sleeps on the bed with the blanket folded, just like he did in the dark corners. He laughs sometimes about how ridiculous it was. But I know it changed him forever.